We are surrounded by infinite choices, yet we find ourselves starved for certainty. You know the exact feeling. You sit down after a long day, open a streaming app, and spend an hour scrolling through 1,000 titles, only to turn off the screen and watch nothing at all. Or perhaps you feel it on your phone, swiping through a library of faces on a dating app, terrified of committing to one person, while the sheer volume of possibilities leaves you sitting alone in a quiet room. This hesitation scales up to our major life decisions. When we face a dozen potential career paths, the weight of picking the right trajectory becomes heavy enough to stop us in our tracks. This lack of movement isn't a lack of ambition. When the brain is forced to compare too many variables at once, the system begins to stall. We are experiencing a physical state of stasis, a biological freeze response. The human mind evolved to choose between a few immediate options. Today, the sheer volume of data we process daily overloads our neurological capacity to calculate long-term outcomes. This dread stems from a quiet realization. Every hour paralyzed by options is an hour of a finite life we can never get back. Psychologist Barry Schwartz identified the mechanism behind this exhaustion. He found that an overabundance of choice maximizes anxiety rather than freedom. He points to the concept of opportunity cost. To choose one thing is to actively give up something else. This is a simple decision. When your brain only has to evaluate 5 paths, it processes the potential outcomes easily, without fatigue. But when those paths multiply into 50 chaotic alternatives, the burden of calculation scales exponentially. As you eventually reject 49 of those paths, your brain registers each one as a micro-loss. These tiny points of regret compound into a heavy psychological weight. In a state where every choice feels infinite, the fear of picking the wrong path stalls our ability to move at all. Modern culture encourages us to be maximizers, people who feel compelled to exhaustively search every available avenue until they secure the absolute best possible outcome. But in a world of infinite alternatives, evaluating every single option is a mathematical impossibility. There is no finish line. Even after a maximizer finally settles on a path, they are haunted by the alternatives they left behind, wondering if a better outcome was hidden just one more swipe away. Because they had the chance to find perfection, any minor flaw in their final choice feels like a personal failure. They shift the blame for their dissatisfaction inward. The pursuit of perfect freedom through infinite options eventually constructs its own prison, one made of perpetual regret and self-blame. There is a practical antidote to this modern freeze. Behavioral psychology calls it satisficing. Satisficing means establishing a clear, personal threshold for what is good enough, and intentionally stopping the search the moment that threshold is met. On this graph, the difference is clear. The maximizer experiences an exponentially rising anxiety curve, while the satisficer reaches a steady plateau of calm acceptance. Reclaiming our peace of mind requires a shift in how we view the concept of freedom itself. True freedom in an age of overstimulation is found in the willingness to say no to the infinite. Internal certainty comes from the voluntary, intentional restriction of our own choices. To live a meaningful life rather than just observe possibilities, we must purposefully close doors and walk down a single, quiet path.